What's up everyone, it's Nick, filming solo today. We're talking about something really important, camera gear. Specifically, what we carry in our camera bag. So let's jump right into it. First up, we have the 24mm lens. This is by far my favorite lens that we have. It has the 1.4 aperture, so you can get that really nice bokeh in the background. It's also an L series lens, so it's weather sealed, so you have that peace of mind as well. This is my go-to walk around camera lens, and for videos as well. Next up, we have the 50mm lens. This is a 1.4 aperture as well, just like our 24. However, with the 50mm focal length, it's just not quite as versatile as the 24. Overall, it's a great lens. It's not an L series lens, but it's a fantastic starter lens because for the money, you're getting a lot out of this lens. Next up, we have our 100mm macro lens. This is one of our most recent additions to the collection. It's fantastic because you can get so close to the subject and actually capture focus. If you're trying to do that with a normal lens, it's not going to even let you take the picture most of the time, and even with the manual focus, you just can't get the same level of detail. So whether it's photos or videos where you're trying to get really close detailed shots, you cannot beat a macro lens like this. It's fantastic for that. Next up, we have this beast of a lens, this 70-200mm 2.8 Mark II image stabilized lens. It's fantastic for shooting any telephoto shots, also shooting B-roll when you're doing videos as well. It's great for that. The only downfall is it's really heavy. One, to carry around, and two, whenever it's on your camera, it's just not necessarily the most fun lens to have on there. However, it's still one of our favorite lenses. Next up, we have our favorite landscape lens. It's the 17-40mm, so you're definitely getting a much wider angle than even the 24, so it's perfect for landscapes or shooting buildings if you want to get a lot in the shot. This is actually one of the oldest lenses out of all the camera lenses that we have right now, and it is a great versatile lens for taking any type of nature photography or modern photography. It's fantastic for video as well when you need to get those wide angle shots. Our last lens is the 24-70mm 2.8 L series lens. This is a very versatile lens. You still have the wide angle of the 24, but you also have the ability to zoom into 70. Besides our 24mm fixed lens, this is my next favorite lens. So now comes the fun part. We get to talk about cameras. We recently just got the 1DX Mark II, and we have fallen in love with it. It's fantastic for photos and videos. It actually shoots 120 frames a second with autofocus. We're really excited to get to play with this camera more and learn all of its capabilities. Next up, we have our secondary camera, which we mainly use for vlogging. It's a Canon G7x. It has the flip-up screen so you can see yourself. It also has fantastic autofocus. However, the best thing about this camera is it's so small. It's really not obtrusive. You can carry it around in your pocket, and you're always going to have it with you. Next up, we have the GoPro. This is our last camera. Overall, it's a great little camera. It's fantastic for any action sports, especially anything involving water. You just have the peace of mind that it's waterproof, you're not going to easily be able to break it, and you're just more willing to have the camera out to capture those cool little moments. This is a timer shutter release. Recently, we've been experimenting with long exposure photography. Normally, you'd have to hold down the shutter button manually. However, this does that for you. It also reduces the camera shake because normally you'd be having to press down the shutter release manually, but because it does it for you, you're not gonna have any camera shake. Next up, we have the Mavic. This is a crazy piece of technology. It folds up so small, it easily fits in a backpack, has fantastic image quality. The only downside I would say is the battery. You typically need to carry 2 batteries with you, but besides that, this is a great drone and you can get fantastic aerial shots with it. Next up, we have the Gnar Box. This is a portable hard drive that you can plug your SD cards or USB 3 straight into it, and basically you don't ever have to worry about losing your footage again if you run out of space on your memory cards. You just plug your memory cards right in, it dumps the footage on here, and then you can basically just format your cards and start shooting all over again. On the other hand, this is the Lacie hard drive. This is what we use to store most of our files for a long-term solution. They have multiple different storage capacities. This one's a 2 terabyte one. And as you can see, it's still really small and compact, so you can throw it in your camera bag. Next up, we have our favorite new camera accessory. It's a camera strap by Peak Design. It has these quick release clips that clip right onto your camera just like that. It's really nice so you don't have to fiddle with trying to take your camera strap on and off, and it saves you a lot of time. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hope you guys liked this video. Please leave a comment below on something that's unique that you carry in your camera bag. It's always really cool to see that. While you're down there, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.